Throughout life, a person's only capital is family. There is no other capital. Money has no meaning. Profession has no meaning. Success has no meaning. They are as beautiful as you share them with family. I have seen the love between my mother and my father since the moment I opened my eyes to the world. That love, that affection, spread to every corner of the house. Absolutely, they would never hurt each other. They never fell short in respect, but until the very end, I always saw the love in my father's eyes for my mother. He would sing her songs and tangos. My father's voice was very beautiful in the meantime. They lived very happy lives, whether there was a need or not, whether they were rich or poor, everything aside. That emotion kept those two people standing, happy, content, and fortunate throughout their lives. My childhood, the house where I was born, the neighborhood, the scent of my neighborhood, everything was very beautiful. My house had 2 doors. We lived side by side with our neighbors. We used the big door, the 3-sided door. The door below led directly into the kitchen. We had 3 guest rooms. The creaking of the wooden stairs is still in my ears. My mother's voice, my father's voice, the sound of the doorbell. Holiday days were very special. There were families we grew up with like siblings. We got along very well as a family. They had a grandmother who was Albanian. She makes wonderful prashe pastry. Baklava is made on holiday mornings. Her hustle, her preparation stages. They used to call it yaslach on the ground, like on a wooden countertop. The dough is rolled out, opened, and sweets and bureks are made. His excitement was tremendous. Of course, there was another feature that not many people know about during the holidays, on holiday mornings, and on the eve of the holiday. We used to get shoes bought for us by our elders. We would sleep with them under our pillow at night. Checking in the morning to see if they were there was our first task. Joys were simpler back then. We would rejoice more naturally. I can still say that I live with those sounds and those scents. One of my idols is my father. His tremendous self-respect, his attention to his appearance, clothing, speech, behavior, and neighbors. In fact, when he came home and took off his pants, he would put on his pajamas and he wouldn't take off his before going to bed. This is due to the respect I felt around me. In other words, it has shaped me and made me reconsider my mistakes later on, preventing me from giving up on my father. His approach to me, his patience, and his teachings are still in my ears. One of my biggest dreams was to establish an orchestra at the elementary school level with my brother Murat. We used to listen to Sem Karaka, the early 60s, 60, 61, 62. We would sit on the sidewalks. We would spread those Texas Tomics on the streets. We would go out and place it there. We would say it was coming out like this. A draw would be held. Numbers were written for the complaints. In return, if they won, we would give them a copy of Texas Tomics. There was a Kanoma back then. In the meantime, while we were waiting for customers, my brother Murat and I would always dream. We would think about what it would be like if we had an orchestra, what we would say, and how we would do things. We would support each other with our dreams, saying things like, if you played this instrument, and I played the guitar, and if this drum played. The late Melip Atasoy gathered us and took us to Istanbul to buy an electric guitar and electric instruments. As far as I know, it's still there on the high sidewalk. We bought an Egmont brand bass guitar, an electric guitar, and natural drums there. We came to Gemlik and established the Wave Orchestra. Our mentor was our brother Mete Erdemir. He is a brother with a poetic soul and a family friend. We became a beloved group. So in this area, in Bursa, Yalova, and Gemlik, we did quite a number of shows. We played in hotels and worked hard. Our friends turned into brotherhood. Every friend I made while being a musician, especially my childhood friends Tarık, Atasoy, and Murat Atasoy. Later, Erim Düzgün, Ismail Kaya, and Berkent Ismail joined us. We had wonderful days thanks to music. We earned money and built our social circle. I was a loved and popular person. It was all because of music. Relationships definitely start with love. I fell in love with your mother. However, over time it turns into a habit. Along with love, habits are born. So love decreases and increases. You get angry, you feel happy. But for me, the shared life with your mother, for dozens of years, has become a habit that is very hard to give up. I am not even willing to spend a day apart from your mother. Experiences are an incredible treasure, because I have started to appreciate what I am living, a bit more due to my age. I am trying to engrave every moment, every particle, spent with my children and my family, in my mind. Now it's not about taking and collecting pictures. Being in that photo brings me joy. Every moment I spend with my family is enough for me, even if I just watch.